What up, guys? Welcome to 12M Hustle. What's going on today? How we doing? It's Friday. Y'all know what time it is. Repping the Patriots jersey. Let's go. Shout out to Tom Brady. They just made a brand new statue in Boston. So shout out Brady. But anyways, let's get into it, guys. So here we go. It's Friday. Some people call it capital preservation. I call it chill day. You get your cup of coffee. You get your water. And today we chill. If we ain't got the right setup, then you just sit back and do no trades. So Fridays is a day for you just to relax and let the trades come to you because you don't want to go into the weekend with a big fat loss. You just don't. Nobody likes doing that. So on Fridays, cut down the size by 50%, wait for some clear moves, and then get it. All right. So let's get into it, guys. So first time here on my stream, I pretty much keep it real. This is 12M Hustle. I trade prop, I trade personal. I've been trading in the game for about 6 years now. I've traded big caps, small caps. The only thing I haven't done is options, futures. So I've traded it all, and now I'm in the futures game. Been in the futures game for about 2 years. So that's it. I'm gonna show you guys on the journey how to pretty much go for payouts and how to do it by not copy trading, by trading one by one and just taking base hits every day. So a little bit different than everybody else. Everybody else copy trades. I don't copy trade, so that's just the way I do it. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe, that like, and those comments. But let's get into it, guys. So here we go. So it's Friday. We got some news going on. These are the stocks of yesterday, how it ended. So Nvidia ended looking like not that hot. Microsoft, Google, Meta, Apple. Looks like Amazon pretty much helped the market yesterday keep it together, right? But we did have kind of a sell-off, right? Huge. This is the news we had yesterday. We had PPI news. That thing slammed down. We got the longs. So it seemed like Amazon kept it all together, even though Tesla was down. But Amazon pretty much kept the NQ going, and Netflix 2% on each. So they kept the market up. We had a new high of the day, and then we went into chop. And then overnight, looks like we did just kept slowly grinding up. And in London, we've just been in that zone. But we've been above the opening range of yesterday. So just keep that in mind. We are still above the previous all-time highs on NQ of 23,850. So keep that in mind as well. And we do have news coming out today. We had news this morning. This is the candle at 5:30. Market didn't really do anything on that news, so it didn't really care actually. So yeah, we had news 5:30 export, but honestly the market did not care. Retail sales, it said whatever, didn't budge. We have news coming out in a minute right now. So in a minute we have some news coming out. Let's see if the market wants to do anything. Open still about 20 minutes away, and then we have some more news. Michigan, we got the Michigan customer at 7 o'clock. So we got news coming out in about a minute. We have another news coming out at 7 o'clock PST time, and then we have another news at 9 o'clock, the crash report. Another news at 10 o'clock for oil. So we got some bangers today. We got some news today, guys. So just keep that in mind when you're trading your positions. Keep it light, keep it tight, and just understand that we do have news studies on a Friday. So news packed day. So it could be a choppy day, but that's what we have on news. This is how the market ended yesterday. Let's get into the game plan. Ready? So we know we have news, so we know our expectations. We know how we ended the day yesterday. You know where we're at over on the market. We're pretty much all-time highs, hanging around. And we also know that we have some news coming up, right? And the biggest news that I know is we have Trump speaking with the president of Russia about seizing the Ukraine fire. So we have big three things today that can move the market wildly. So keep your size in check. Keep your size in check. So 8 minutes ago, we had Ukraine President Slack. Putin-Trump summit opens up path towards just peace. Three-way discussion between the leaders of Ukraine, of the United States, and Russia. That was 8 minutes ago. So keep in mind that anything these guys tweet, anything that comes out, can mess up your position. So I want today you to think about how much can I lose, right? How much am I willing to lose per trade? That should be your game plan. As long as you lead that way today, you'll be good. How much can I lose without going on tilt? And how much can I lose with being able to recover it? And how much can I lose for the day? And even, already thinking about maybe ending up the day red. But if you don't feel in the trade, then just don't trade at all. Ain't nothing wrong with not trading. So I'm going to keep tabs on what's going on right now. 11 minutes ago, Ukraine president says, like I said, it's time to, whatever his name is, it's time to end the war. So yeah, we have some news coming out. I'm going to keep tabs on it. I do it by Financial Juice on Twitter. It is free. So free. You don't have to pay for it. And then, so here's the game plan for today. So game plan is simple. Anything above this previous all-time highs, I'm looking for a continuation up, right? That's just what we're doing. So anything above here, we're looking up. We're going boom. We want that up. Anything below that, guess what we're looking for? We're looking down. So, I mean, that's as simple as I want it. Because what we could end up with is this. Sideways chop. Chop. We could, these are you always have three outcomes, right? Outcome number one, we can go up, continue the trend. Outcome number two, for whatever reason, doesn't matter the reason, just know outcome number two is we sell off. Outcome number three is we go sideways. Ba. So now you know you have three outcomes and you're ready for each individual one of them. Ideally, you want to stay out of the chop. You either want A, B, you want to stay out of C. Okay. And then we have, like I said, a lot of news on, so we know our expectations. We know keep our size in check, and we know that we have Poppy Trump talking today, so you understand that if you're in a big size, you can get wicked out ASAP. So, again, that's the game plan. We are above opening previous range on NQ. We are also above previous all-time highs. Now, let's check ES real quick and see where we're at. Now, ES, we have a big disconnection, right? Here's the thing on ES. ES, if you trade in ES, it's all good. But understand that you are way above the opening range yesterday. Look at that. We tapped it yesterday, and we just floated our butts up, right? So now you have to understand we're at previous day high, right? NQ isn't even close to previous day high. So there's a big disconnection, right? Huge disconnection between NQ and ES. So it feels like ES is leading today. NQ's in this between. So trading NQ, I need to wait to see either these levels taken out, right? This Asia high, London high to go for a breakout the previous day high, or we need to break down and tap previous day low. We need to break down our previous all-time highs and come down into that 23,800 level, right? But on ES, I'm also, if you're trading ES, the game plan for ES should be, because I also watch ES while I'm trading NQ, ES is going to be this continuation up, right? That's what you're looking for. So if you're looking for that, right? You're looking for that continuation up. If you're a trend trader, whatever you are looking for that continuation up. That's what you want, right? So that's what you're looking for. You want it to go. Ideally, or we sell off into this level, right? Let me take this off. So two things that ES is going to do. It's going to go down and sell off into this level. And if that happens, then NQ will crush previous all-time highs and sell off into that level that we want, that 23,800 level. Now, so ES needs to go down for NQ to continue that down. But if ES decides to say, nah, brother, we're going to continue the trend up, which is the overall trend for yesterday and today, between previous day high and another previous all-time high, if it continues to push, breaks out through Asia, breaks out through London, then we're going to keep going up. We're just, look at that. On a 15, we're going to, this is the bad boy right here. Look at that. We're just going to keep going up, right? So you have to understand your micro, your macro, and just pretty simple. Go with the flow, Look at that. Sideways, breakout. Sideways, breakout. Sideways, drop, dip, buy, rip. Asia, rip, rip, rip. It comes back down to London. I mean, overall, we're in a freaking bull trend. So that's what I said yesterday when I shorted. Don't fall in love with your shorts. Not in this market. In this market, if you're gonna short, you're gonna take your money and get out. You know, it's just not the market for it. So that's the game plan we have going on. 10 minutes for the open. It's pretty simple. So watching ES, and that's the game plan. I mean, ideally, if you were, if you're gonna do a long today for a longer term midday trade, is you do want ES to pull back into at least this level down here. You want it to pull back to its previous opening range of yesterday, and then you want it to go back up. So that's the move you're looking for, right? You're just looking for that move. So you're looking for that move. You're looking for a boom and then a boom, right? That's the move you're looking for. You're looking for a pop, drop, support at 64.70, and then go. And then rip and trap shorts. And kind of do the exact same move you did here, right? The exact same move. Oh, look, you did here on ES. The same move it did here. So it's been an overall continuation. I mean, we've been bullish. Let's switch over to the 1 hour. We've been bullish on, look at that, So definitely just understand where you're at on the overall market. You just have to know where you're at. Look at that. So since August, Friday the 1st, we bottomed out. And it's been nothing but a let's drop, find buyers, rip, drop, find buyers, rip, drop, find buyers, rip, drop, find buyers, rip. So until this continuation ends, then just going to keep going with the flow, right? Until you get these major sell-offs like you did back in July, where you had the same thing, buy, find buyers. You finally came here and you snapped, right? You snapped almost a weekly support at 6,400, and when it just went nasty, and it continued to go. So the thing about when it's going to go into a micro bull trend is the first day it's going to, like a day one, almost like small caps, it's going to, day one, it's going to sell off, and then day two, it's going to continue the continuation of that. So day one, day two, and then day three, back up. So helps that I traded small caps. That's the way I look at it in my eyes. So here, guess what? Day one, ripper. Day two, continuation. Day three, we're still continuing. So this is technically day four, right? If you're looking if you're reaching it back to like how small caps was, we should ideally continue this range, or we go chop, chop, chop between the 6,500 level and 64 level. So just know where you're at on the overall trend. Just, be aware of it. We got 7 minutes for the open, and, so look at that. So same thing. You rip. NQ's been a little more trappier, but it's been the same concept, right? Rip, dip, rip, dip, rip, dip, rip, dip. NQ is setting up. It's been sideways, couple rips, sideways. So that when you rip out of this 23,965, we go and make all-time highs again. Or if we come back down to this 23,848, we finally break and fill this gap between 23,800 and 23,652. So that's overall what I'm looking at for today. Now for my people trading oil is selling off nasty today. Nasty. I have levels written on. Sometimes I do trade oil, but I got some levels written on here. But we are in a freaking bear trend. Oil's been in a bear trend since July 25th, from $70, pretty much down almost $10 to 62. So if you are trading oil, just keep in mind, oil does have news coming out today, big news coming out today. So keep that in mind, as well as it's just been a huge sell-off for almost 2 months, almost a month and a half. So it's almost bottoming right here at 62, and a lot of sellers are short right now at 63. So if this level breaks 62, ideally, we're looking, straight off the bat, you are looking at some levels down here, right? You know, this is going back into the lows, right? Oil is going down into the lows. So if oil continues this sell off, I mean, we got some levels down into the 60, 61 levels, which is no good for oil. So, yeah, you got some levels to go down here, as well as 61. I'm still waiting for gas to get cheap in Vegas. So down here, a couple more levels, and down here. Okay, so you got 61, 59, 56, and 55 as levels of areas to go with. So if you are looking at oil, these are your targets for a continuation sell-off on oil. Now you could get a dead cat bounce. It looks like in the smaller time frame, oil's been trying to kind of hold between 64 and 62. If it comes back to 64, it's going to continue its bounce. Okay, so there you go. I just gave you guys a breakdown this morning. Now back to what we trade, which is NQ. So here's ES, right? Here's what we're talking about. We're going to trade 1, 2, or 3 of whatever the hell goes on. Got the jams on, waiting for the open. This is a previous all-time highs on ES here, 6,500, previous all-time highs. So I want to see if London gets taken out on ES. I'm watching NQ as well. And when the new level's set up for the opening range, we'll get it 4 minutes out. So we got game plan execution. One more thing I want to go over with you guys is do not overtrade. It should feel easy. Do not guess on trades. Process. You don't need to be part of every move, and take what the market gives you. So just want to share that with you guys. Now time to sit down, sit in, and wait for price to come to us. All right, we got the chair set up. We are ready to go. We got the jams going. 3 minutes out for the open. I like putting some lofty music. Helps me trade better. And let's get into it. Here we go. We're going to be watching news. We're going to be watching it all right now. So here we go. 2 minutes. U.S. Defense Secretary is traveling to Alaska separately from Trump. So here we go. Let the fun begin. 6:28. Let's see. We'll wait for the range to set up. And actually, you guys will see it. Let me do this. There you go. So you guys can see. This is our previous opening range. You will see it set up here right now as soon as it opens. Here we go. Let's get it. Little pop there. 2 minutes out. Next news coming out is in 30 minutes at 7 o'clock, which is the Michigan customer. Okay, coming out in 30 minutes. That is a 3-star event. And now we just sit here and wait for the range, and then we take the trades that are presented to us. So remember, keep it tight, keep it short, and have a lot of patience today, because it's Friday, dogs. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. Seems like we're breaking out here. About a minute out for the open. This could change. ES is doing his thing. You know, seems like you've been having, again, sellers, and it's just been in this range on the ES. So, time to wait to see what it wants to do. Oh, Look how fast that changed. All right, open just happened. 6:30. We're in the open. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Let's see. All right. Quick little stab here. Quick little short. We're not gonna add to it. We're gonna let it flow. We're gonna let it flow, flow, flow. Because I don't feel too hot about it. There we go. 15 points. Gucci. All right. And see if it continues to drop. See if it wants to flush. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. We're not going to give it too much room. Couple points and then we'll take it off. We're not going to give it too much room. If it's going to go, it's going to go. All right, opening range is established. There it is. Boom. Awesome. So we took that off. Here's the ES. Opening range. NQ just flushing, flushing. Okay. Let's set up the new range. So new range is going to be, and it's at previous all-time highs, a previous level, 23,911. So 23,911, 911. That's the opening range. And what is this? 23,861. 23,861, 23,861. Okay, so that's your new established opening range on NQ. And we're going to keep it tight. Keeping these trades pretty tight today. That's fine. Kept it tight. Nothing crazy. Pulling back pretty well. Okay. Good spot to take a short here. Beautiful. Love it. That was a good spot to take that short on that rebalance. Awesome. Okay. Good spot on that rebalance there. We got it there. We shorted. Now we wait. Now we want to see if we get a drop back below our previous all-time highs here. Here's ES right here, which we're watching. Okay. We want to see a drop down here so we can take it. Let's see. Come on, give the milks. Let's see. So we've taken 2 stabs and one win, and one. Okay, awesome. A win and an L there. So we're gonna wait now. 634 since it's been established. Now we want to see another again. If we're going to get this price down here that we're talking about, we need to see it come back down here and flush, which is what we're waiting for. Beautiful. Okay. We'll take a quick stab. We'll add to this if it continues to go down. Once it goes down to this 23,851 level, we'll add to it. Again, we're going to keep it tight. We're going to keep our losers very tight today. We're just not planning on holding on to them too long. It's kind of a thing I want to focus on is keep the losers tight. Okay, let's see it. Took it off. We'll just wait for that to get hit instead. We'll wait. When you don't feel good about it, just take it off. It's better just to take it off. Okay, here we go. Here is MES doing its thing. Yeah, it's like I said, ES is here, right? It's below previous day high. It looks like it wants to start bleeding down. And Q is right here trying to pop. So ideally we actually want it to pop. We could pop into this level here, then come back down, and then I feel better about the short. So but we're gonna wait. It's all good. Like I said, today was a keep it light, just a lot of waiting. Yeah, I guess the U.S. Defense Secretary is traveling to Alaska. Okay. Good stuff. Let's see what else we got. Looks like MOD imbalance came out. S&P 500 99.8 million, Nasdaq 100 353 million, Dow 30 234 million, Mag 7 129 million. So that just came out 5 minutes ago. We have the U.S. industrial productive while actual was 1.43%. Forecast previous was 0.73%. Market's kind of digesting it. Not didn't really do too much. I mean, it's okay. The U.S. production July 2025 report again. So we're back into here. We've tapped again. We're just gonna wait. It says U.S. manufacturing output, actual forecast previous. So U.S. industrial production. Yeah, that was earlier. Okay, so nothing too crazy yet. Yeah, I mean on a 15-minute, this break here, this break of this level here was a short. So it was a good short. I mean all day. And then on the opening range, if you're doing that like me, on a 30-second opening range, this is the levels, was a good short as well. So now this range here on the 30-second opening range is pretty big, 23.911 between 23.861. So it would suck, but I don't want to see chop between these two zones until our next news event, which is in about 21 minutes. We have our next news event, right? So just keep that in mind. So we might have to wait for that to come out to see any significant moves, but yeah, we'll wait. We want to see this get tapped, and then whoop, that's the move we're looking for. All right, it is 6:40, so we're 10 minutes into the market, and we've pretty much haven't gotten squat. It's held above this previous all-time high at 23.850, like a golden strap. And ES seems to be holding London low, and right above, actually it tapped Asia low too. So, but it seems to be holding both. But now that you guys see that level established, we can do a bigger trend. Here we go. All right, now we're in. Let's see if we get tapped. Let's see. Okay, there's a flush. Very nice flush. Beautiful. We'll take one more long on that. Beautiful flush. Made back that L we had earlier. And now we keep our stop here. Now we want to see if we can get a continuation to the level we just talked about, which is 23,803. 23,803 right here. It's coming back, coming back. Let's load up on it. Let's see. Again, nice reload. We'll keep it there. And as soon as that takes me, I'm going to switch accounts. Okay. All right, so we took that W and we switched accounts, and now we're going to wait for a sell-off here. We're going to put this at a free trade. Okay. Awesome. So we've broken that 15. We've broken this level here, which is the opening range we had, and we actually opened the previous opening range as well. So we should get the sell-off that we're looking for into this level here. Don't know if we're gonna get it, but if I'm gonna keep setting myself up with these nice little free trades here. Okay, we're getting a pop. There's a pop. Let's see a little more. Boom. Okay, beautiful. Nice little pop there. We took that. Free trade here. Awesome. Okay, so now okay, sweet. If that gets tapped, then we get in, and we have a little bit of a buffer there to make it a little bit less of a loss, and just is just small size, just controlled risk management. Cause there we go. Now I want to see if it's gonna hold back here. If not, let's see it flush. I do want to see it flush. Beautiful, beautiful little tap out here it did, and then went down. That was nice. We're watching ES right here. It is 6:43. We're about to establish our first 15-minute candle. So we're about to get that popping. Ooh. Let me cut that real quick. We just took that off. That's fine. Didn't like that reclaim, so we just cut it. So I'm feeling like I want to cut my losers pretty quick today. I don't want to sit in my losers for too long. I just want to cut them. Boom. Okay, so we're good. Other account is red. We're waiting for this. Okay. Now on other screens I have a 10 minutes. So now we're reclaiming on right over here on ES. Right. So technically, if you want to keep your trades really tight when you're trading ES or you're trading MNQs, you're gonna get a lot of scratch trades. But if you keep them tight, if you short below, you know, the opening range on 30-second, and then you keep your stops right above that, you're gonna get either small slippage, you're gonna get small losses, but when it goes, right? So like on this one, when it went, it went. So we made the money, and then since it came back, we just stopped out, which is fine. Small little L on that, we took it. Things like $10. So same thing on ES. You know, you can, you know, mainly Pax, the guy that I learned this from, is he's a old pit trader, biggest for NQ, and he uses the DOM. I just use this. Okay, so 6:45 just came out, and So he trades off the DOM. I just use charts. Just works better for me. Not about to switch over to DOMs when I've been using charts, forever. So here, okay. So we're gonna make for a triple bottom here. If we get tapped, we're adding. There's the flush we want. There's the flush we're looking for. We're gonna let her keep flushing. Let her keep flushing. Beautiful. All right, let's take some points off here. That is the flush we were looking for, guys, that we just talked about, right? We made a triple bottom and we were looking for that rejection. We're coming down for the level that I want. I'm gonna trail it, 20 points. Almost coming in, 17 points. Let's go. Let's add one more. We're looking for 23,803, 23,803, 23,803. Boom. Almost. Okay. Target's been hit. Okay. My target's been hit. Now, that was beautiful. Now we switch accounts. Switch accounts. Beautiful, beautiful. We'll take one more. Looking for this S1 to get hit. We're looking for S1 to get hit. We're going to keep a stop right here at our previous break that we had over the floor. So as I'm taking the trades, I'm talking to you guys through them. So you saw that on the, you're watching this on the ES, which always, I love having the ES up when I'm trading NQ, because the ES will just give you the shot. Like, watch, lower high, boom, 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 right? Same thing on this, boom, boom, boom. So, but I am keeping this one pretty short. Half of my usual stop. I don't want to see this reclaim back into this at all as a short. But yeah, level looks good. I still want to get, I want to see previous day get tapped. We'll add to that one. I want to see previous day get tapped, which is going to be, ES is continuing to sell off 23,793 previous day high, which is down here. So I want to see a flush. I don't know if it's going to give it to me though. Let's see if it wants to give me the flush. Come on. Come on, give me the cakes. Give me the cakes. Give me the cakes. ES is selling. ES looks like it's targeting. ES is already taken out Asia, right? It's taken out London. The next level we have on the ES. So let's just do a 10-minute for you guys. Oh, hold on. Okay, take that trade off. I want previous day to get tapped. I want to see if we tap previous day, which is going to be down here. We still haven't got hit on previous day, which is 23,791. Previous day has not gotten hit yet on NQ, and that's what I'm shooting for. But I don't know if I'm going to get it. I could get stopped out. There we go. Boom. There it is. Previous day high just smacked. Perfect. Perfect. That's what I'm talking about, baby. And the bleed continues. We'll leave this one on to see if we get the runner going. Plans except to arrive at Alaska at 3 p.m. local time. Trump will greet him. So that just came out. Yeah, we're going to keep this. It's either going to go in our favor. We kept that so short. Okay, cool. Reclaim, here it is on ES. Beautiful. Okay, so our previous day level got hit, which was down here. So previous day low just got hit on NQ. So now that's a target, right? We smacked it. We got the target. So now the question is, are we going to continue to sell off? We have to watch ES to see if it wants to hit down here, which would be one of the previous all-time highs as a level, right? So now we're gonna wait. Nice little sell off there. Look at that. Looks really better on a 10-minute, right? But looks beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Here's a 3-minute. If we come back down to here, I'll take that short for sure. I'll leave that there and I will take it if we get a break here, because we should get a next level that I'm looking for on NQ is going to be 23.736, 23.736, which is down here because ES looks like it wants to bleed as well. So we will take it if we get a break fall here. Right? Here's ES. Two possible targets for ES is all-time previous high 64.68, or we can't reclaim back up, or we hit previous day low on ES. So we've already hit previous day low on NQ, which was down here. I'll show you guys so you guys can see. See, here's NQ. See that? We got our target. There's the level that I was talking about, previous all-time highs. We get it. We short, kind of, messes up here. We short, cover, short, and then boom, we get the move that we wanted. And then now we hit previous day low. Now we're hanging around here. Let's see if we build support and if we reclaim back up. So now you guys see how it looks on NQ, and here's ES. So ES just decided to stop here. I don't really have a level for ES there. So, unless you're going off London previous low of yesterday. So ideally I still want to see ES go into 64.68 or previous day low. That's what I'm looking for on it, but now I have to wait. I'm not gonna buy here. I don't want to buy for the reclaim up to this. I'll just wait. I'm either gonna wait for a breakdown here, or I'm not gonna buy here. And a lot of people will buy this and hold this as their stop. No, I'm good. Pretty good on my Friday now on that account. I actually I might even switch accounts. Let me do this because it's a good day. 606. Oh, switch the accounts. Okay. So switch the accounts and okay. We get taken out there. I will take it. Whoa, just got taken out. Okay. Let's look for a flush then. Let's look for a flush. We should see, since we broke the floor, we should break down into boom. Come on, give it to me. We should continue this drop here. Good spot to have a stop out right here. Let's see. Like I said, we're watching ES. Here's ES. It popped. It broke. This is the next level I'm looking for ES. 64.68. 64.68. Probably gonna take a lower risk on that. Drop the risk on that trade. So I don't want to hold on to my losers too long. So dropping it even more. And even more. I'll give it only like 10 points. 12 points and they could take me out here. That's fine. Okay, cool. So that took me out. That's fine. Again, that was a good break of the floor. I was looking for another flush how we had on this one. But this is even better because now if it comes back down, we'd have a triple bottom again and we should rip down. But we do have news coming out pretty soon, right? Let's see. News comes out in 4 minutes. So I'm actually not going to put any orders on because news comes out in 4 minutes and shit can get crazy on news. So since we know that, we're just going to sit here and wait and chill. No pressure. So now we're going to wait to see if we get a bottom. And here comes NQ is above previous day low. So at this point, we could reclaim back. But that's fine. I took out. I'm either going to wait for a bob here for a short, or I will look to short up here once we tap one of these levels. I will not be looking for longs probably until we get above here. So it's going to be a lot of waiting for right now. And we have news coming out in 3 minutes. So we'll leave that there. Like I said, you don't have to be a part of every tech. You just wait for your game plan. Good shorts this morning. Very nice shorts. Good stuff. I loved it. I loved it. It was good. But we definitely got the level. We got the target we wanted, which was our previous day low on NQ. So that was perfect. Yeah, so that was good. I'm very happy about that. And then looking at a 10-minute. Yeah, we got some levels to go above it if it wants to go. Maybe it would be if you think that we're gonna reclaim, if you want for it to get out of this trend that it's here, right? If you're pointing down, you want to take a long maybe in here, but I need to see what happens right now with this news here. I want to see how the market takes it. I'm not gonna jump in until after the news. Yeah, so we're gonna wait. News 3, 2, 1. News just came out. Boom. Okay. We'll take a quick scalp. See how it reacts to news. Let's see. There's that triple break I wanted. Michigan conditions, actual 60.9, forecast is 67.7. So let's see how the market takes the news. Yeah, news is out, so market didn't really do much. It just did that triple bottom wick. It could be to trap shorts and go here. Let's see if the market wants to go here. Okay, there we go. Very nice. I guess the market wants to go, and there's liftoff. Beautiful. Nice reclaim there. See if she wants to keep going. She's continuing to go. Very nice. Market actually liked that news. Who's digging it? Market did like that news. Okay, cool. Let's see. Did reclaim on a 5-minute, 10-minute. Good push. Okay, so it looks like ES did bottom wick. Whoa. Looks like ES did bottom wick down here, so good spot to short. We'll give it to right here. We want to see a continuation push into this level here. Looks like ES did wick into this bottom area here. Very nice. Push, push, push. Sweet. Okay, and we switch accounts. And we'll give it one. Let's see. All right. So if it wants to break out of this trend on a 5-minute, definitely broken out already. We're looking at a 10 minutes broken down already. ES is starting to go here. Where was I? Here we go. So ES, it did wick. It already touched the level that we were looking for. So, whoa, here comes NQ. It's going for the chicken dinner, baby. Very nice. There we go. NQ is pushing. Wow, the market definitely loved that news. The market is digging that news. It is 7:05. We could break out exactly out of this. Let's see. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, most shorts got their stops here, so they could be pushing up. Definitely a push up. Let's see. Nice breakout on a 10-minute. On a 15-minute, definitely has tapped up as well. ES has some room to go on a 15-minute though. So pulling back. Let's see if she wants to hold or if she wants to give the cakes. And NQ with the push, bro. NQ is on fire today. Very nice. And we'll just leave that free trade right there. Awesome. All right, we'll let one ride. We'll let one ride and we'll let it go. We can have a nice little stop there. Okay. Very nice breakout in a 5 minutes on NQ and ES. Very, very, very nice. There's a 5 minute. It tapped on that news event. It did tap this, correct? So just keep that in mind. This did get tapped, and then we are short right here. We are long here. We're gonna keep this short. If we get smacked out of this one, we will get out. Good longs, but awesome. I'm not gonna add to this. I want to see a push. Ideally now, if the market's gonna keep in its bull trend, it's gonna go back into this range, right? Shorts are gonna stop out here. We're gonna go back into here, and as soon as we break out here where most shorts are at, this thing's gonna go. And it is 7:07, so that's totally plausible for it to happen. Oh, very nice. Look at that. Sweet. Awesome. So this will be a nice little one to let go. Let's see. So let's see if it pushes here or takes us out here. We're actually going to keep it probably tight to half of our trade. There you go. We're going to keep that pretty tight. We want it to go. If it's not going to work in our favor, then. But on a 10-minute, it is breaking out. NQ is reclaiming. Plus, NQ's already hit previous day low, so it's hit these targets that I want here. So we built a level of support now. See? Boom, boom, boom. This is your new support. Same thing on ES. ES tapped an all-time previous there. Boom, boom, boom. So, but beautiful. All right, there we go. Okay, now we want to see it go. So now we can risk a little bit, let it go. Can have our stop there and see if this wants to continue to push up or fall. Nice push on a 10-minute. Looking good, looking good. There's a 3-minute on the ES. ES hasn't made it back into this, so has some rooms to go. If ES decides to push back into the opening range on the 30-second that I use, then NQ definitely can come back into this gap here and make an all-time high for the day. So higher high of the day. So we're waiting to see if that happens. So we're just gonna let that ride. Green day overall. Like I said, we've kept it pretty light today, so ideally we want to see this pop here. This looks pretty good right now, so we're gonna give this one some room to play, just because we have profits on this one. So, but we might not give it too much. We might just cut it right here. I'm gonna keep it pretty tight. So now NQ is hanging around its previous all-time high, which is 23,850. So yeah, NQ is hanging around its 23,850. I'm keeping the stop pretty tight on here because we could definitely get rejected this, and reasons for it to be a higher, or it could finally break out. So it's a win-win. Risk is in check. But yeah, it definitely looks like the market did like the news, I guess. So we'll go over it. So the Universal Michigan expectation actual 57.2, forecast of 58.4, previous 57.7. So came in hot. So it looks like they liked it. Market said, hell yeah. It digged it. Says breaking University of Michigan statement, prelim actual 58.6. Forecast was 62, but the previous was 61.7. I mean, market reacted pretty good to it, so. Cool. Let's check out how the rest of the market's doing. Oof. All right, so NVIDIA is red on the day. NVIDIA is down 1.13%. Microsoft is chilling, and Google is holding the market up. Google stepping in the house. Meta stepping in the house. Up 1.55%. Meta's up 1.26%. Apple is down. Man, Apple's been getting smacked lately. Did y'all hear that news about Warren Buffett selling more of its Apple to buy more of United Health, something like that? Big investment, billions, crazy. Anyways, Netflix up 0.82%. Palantir down 1.2%. Amazon kind of doing its thing today. 0.56%. Tesla 0.87%. Okay, we're gonna take some off here. Gucci, very nice. Nice. Okay. So we're gonna let her ride, and we're definitely gonna keep our stop here. And I definitely want to let this Free Willy ride. You want to let it ride, ride, ride. And let's see. 23,848. 23,848. And we'll keep our stop right there. So we'll keep it tight. Yeah, ES is going. That baby's going. But we are definitely going to leave a free trade. There you go. So that's a free trade. If it pulls us back, that's fine. Love the free trades. Awesome. Okay. So we've been milking that one. That's been a good little milk there. Where was I? Oh yeah. So AVG down 0.93%. Tesla is down 0.73%. Man, bad boys getting smacked today. What is this? Walmart? Oh no, this is PDDH. Costco's doing all right. Let's see. Let's check out the S&P. S&P 500. Let's see. So S&P 500. 500. Let's see. Meta. Man, Meta's in the house. Oracle's up 0.7%. Netflix is still going it big. Warren Buffett's all right. Let's see. Amazon. Walmart's been getting smacked for the past couple days. Walmart is down almost a percentage again, man. Walmart, what you doing, dog? Costco's up, Tesla. Okay, so MasterCard. So basically what's holding up the market is going to be your big boy Meta and your big boy Google. They're holding it down. They're holding it down for y'all. Holding it down. So that's what's going on for so far. And then we're keeping it tight on this trade here. Yeah, so that's what's going on there. And back to ES. Here's ES just kind of like gliding. Nowhere near close to this. The only thing that I'm not digging is, if you notice, is the VWAP is going down. You want to see it go like this. It's going doing the opposite. It's going down. So, which leads me not to be too confidente on my long. So I'm gonna keep that short. Cut it. Boom. We just cut it like that. Just straight up cut it. Cut that trade. Easy cut. Don't even think about it. Yeah, today's been a good day of cutting trades. I love it. $7.18. So let's see. If we go, we can go up. If not, I'm chilling. I'm just checking out some stuff, guys. I don't think we have any news coming out. Let's see. Yeah, nothing coming out right now. Let's see. Oh, the crash report, that's until 9 o'clock, so I probably won't be trading then at all. Okay, so we're watching to see if we might get short here. Okay, let's keep it tight. We're going to keep this nice and tight here and look for a rip down. Let's see. She's going to go. She's going to go. Let's see. See if this short's going to work out. We're waiting for that level to get tapped. Because ES is going down here. ES is rejection here. So ES is starting to sell off. I'm gonna keep it short if it cuts us out. Let's see. Looks good though. That's good rejection there. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it tight. Probably gonna take me out. Probably gonna deleverage here, take some off. Let's see if we get dropped here. Okay, so we'll keep this here. Didn't like how that held. We're gonna wait for a stop out here. All right, we're gonna add to that position and look for a flush because ES looks like it wants to flush. So see if NQ wants to follow with the flush. There we go. Very nice. Okay, just flushed. Took some of that off. Let's see if we can get a flush here. Flush, 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 flush. There's the flush we were looking for. Beautiful. Take some off there. Awesome. That was the flush we were looking for. Awesome. Good stuff. All right. And I'll leave one more for the continuation flush on that. That was nice. That was nice, 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 nice. Okay, so we got the flush, continuation flush on that. All right, we're gonna sit here and chill, see if the market wants to hold back up. $7:30 is coming up, so we're gonna keep it pretty tight there because ES is below this and VO up is continuing to go down. So I don't know. Just, ES is not feeling strong at all. ES is feeling pretty weak to me. But NQ seems like it wants to rally. It did make a drop on a 10-minute there, so almost trapped me down that one. So good stuff, though. Good stuff. And I actually might keep this pretty short here. I might even cut it here. Yeah, I'll just cut that trade. I just cut that trade. Why not? We'll cut it. We'll cut it. About to be 7:30, so we're gonna wait for a real move. Here's your 3-minute. Here's your 10-minute, guys. On ES, so 10-minute you want to push kind of above here to continuation to think it's gonna go in its thing. 15-minute. Here's a 15-minute for you guys. There's a 15-minute. So you want to see a push here. This is what we'll do. If that maxes in, then we're in long. But if not, then we're not. So we'll do that. Where is this? 23,911. Yeah, we had some pretty good sell off the open, so that was pretty good. It was a very nice sell off. 23,861. Oh, it's 860. Say 911 and then 860. It's actually my bad. I actually had the opening range was 860. Yeah, pretty close. 860. So this opening range is gonna be. There we go. 860. I don't like this. This chop here. This is the shit that I don't like. That shit is no fun right there. So keep that in mind that is no fun. And that is your 7:30. Shit, hell yeah. That's your It's your 7:30 alarm, which means we should have some type of move that's gonna come in. I call it algo time. It's a time even on small caps where you'll have some type of move. It happens on everything. You'll have a type of algo get kicked on, and it's just gonna it's either gonna go up or it's gonna go down. Usually, what I've noticed on futures, if you don't make a new high by 7:30, new high of the day, we're gonna continue our sell-off 60-70% of the time. But again, today is a major news day, so that doesn't apply on news days. Yeah, it's holding pretty well, so not digging how it's holding that. But yeah, we're just chilling. We might be done for the day, to be honest. Yeah, we just got into choppy ass action right now. Okay, let's see. I don't like this. This is no good. No momentum, I might be done. All right, let's put on one more trade. We'll do a short. This bitch better work out. We'll keep it tight. Ready? Okay, stop is right at the top of this. We're gonna keep it tight. We're gonna shoot for a level. I don't think we're gonna get back down here, but we'll shoot for 23,803. 23,803, which was the previous. It's a daily level that I have on there, so we'll shoot for that. Oh, okay, we could take some off here. Nice. Quick little scalp there. I fucking hate the way it's holding. Alright, I want to see it go now. See if it gives the cakes. See if she decides to give the cakes. 2 points. 5 points. I'll take some of that off. Hell yeah, why not? We'll take that. We'll put one more on and we'll see if this baby's gonna go down. Free trade. ¿Cómo estás? All right, yeah. So I took that trade off. That was Gucci green on that one. We were just waiting to see here. Oh, it's not bad, not bad. But on a higher time frame, if we go for a 30-minute, this is what it looks like. So at this point, I daily don't want to ES. I want to see ES break out on this 30-minute here, or come back down and make a double bottom and break down. I don't want to be a part of pretty much this shit here that it's doing, where it's dropping, popping, dropping, popping. This is how you get caught with you shorting size and then just snapping up. So I'm back on hands again, and I'm just gonna chill the next 20 minutes. So I'm just gonna chill, guys. Just gonna wait, check news, and relax. Let's see what we got. Oh, we do have news coming up. This is coming up at 9, so it's 7:37. It's coming up at 9. Yeah, here's a 15-minute. See, ideally, even on a 15-minute, you wouldn't want to go probably short until you hit down here, long until you hit this. You know, if you're using the 1 hour that some traders use, is they're gonna go short under here, right? Looking for a continuation. If you're doing the 4 hours that a lot of traders use, they went short off, 3 o'clock and took that. So, but if you go to a higher time frame, it will keep you out of a lot of this choppiness that we see here. But you can just see the difference. You see how clean, pop, pop, drop, 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 pop, news, pop, 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 and then chop, 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 chop. So this chop here is what kills traders. This right here, chop, 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 until the real move comes. So let's say you were long and there's short in this, and you kept getting stopped out, stopped out, stopped out, stopped out, stopped out, and then the move finally came and you're done for the day because you ended up getting stopped the fuck out. So from not being able to avoid the chop. So it's 6:40 already, and I already know that. So my expectations are not the highest. You see this? See this on ES? Don't like this. This is no good right here. This wick. So yeah, you want to pop. You want it to go at least pop into here, so NQ can pop over here and at least pop back into this level. But we're not getting it, so I'm just chilling right now at this point. Yeah, usually this is about the time I stop too. So, and it is Friday, so you gotta go touch some grass, guys. Enjoy life. Chilling. Yeah, we're just waiting to see what we're gonna do. Yeah, so kind of like a bear flag. It's almost like this, right? If you use trend lines, to the people that use trend lines, nothing against it, but this is what they're looking for, a pop breakout above that, right? That's ideally what they're going to be looking for. Or if you really want to, draw a line, if you're a line drawer, that's ideally what they're looking for. Let me make it a little bit better for you guys, so you guys can see it better. There you go. Now you can see it. So ideally, that's kind of what they're looking for. Is the breakout here. You kind of had it on this one here when you finally got it, right? If you were drawing your little trend lines, I mean, whatever strategy works, right? Pulls down wicks, then it pops, then you would have, long how I did, and then had this as your stop. I'm not in love with these. This is the way we're doing this. I want momentum. I want it to almost flash dip kind of like this right here. I want sellers to be present. I want it to move. So when it's not doing that, I am not digging it. But this is what most traders are waiting for a breakout there, and I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Yeah, I'm probably gonna log off in the next 5 minutes because news is done. Next news is until 9. 8 o'clock is around the corner. So yeah, I'm about to call it. All right, guys. So let's shut her down. Let's go ahead and go over profits today and enjoy our weekend. I love going into the weekend green. Get to enjoy my weekend. So here we go. Bada boom, bada bing. We made a little bit on this one. Now we're still working back, right? Gucci. Made some green on this one. Made some green on this one. Made some green on this one. Some more green on this one. And that's it. So all 5 accounts are live. We made our money. Keep it green. And that is it. So we are out. That's it, guys. It is green. We made our money. We are done. Hope you guys subscribe, like. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Take care. And I'll see you guys next Monday. Peace.